Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Cozza Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.cohut@twfg.com. Cohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Sabre Nation! We will see you on Saturday afternoon! Riley Meister gets the point!
Back into left field! Say goodnight to that baseball!
This is another one! It's back-to-back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas! He's the point, and it's alive! Hansen pushes it over! Unbelievable! We play on! It's blocked! We're tied! We're tied! Unbelievable!
Anytime you step inside of Warrensville Heights High School, it is going to be a loud and jumping environment. This is high school basketball on SmeeSports, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop. Tonight's matchup is an interstate clash between the 4-4 Warrensville Tigers as they take on the 7-1 Capital Cougars from West Virginia. Hello, friends. I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me tonight on the call, Gabe Cozza. As always, with this band here, it is a loud and hostile environment. How do you think that is going to play into the favor of the Tigers, who, heading into this game, are 12-point favorites?
Yeah, this is an electric environment, like you said. Warrensville back at home, ready to catch a win here against the West Virginia squad that's 7-1 and looking to build off of some momentum they've had this season.
And you talk about an instant rebuild. That is exactly what the Cougars have done. Last season, 4-17. They bounced in round one of the playoffs to a very talented team at Parkersburg South, who ironically is their only loss this season, but 7-1 on the year. Wins over Expression Prep, Greater Beckley, Tees Valley, Woodrow Wilson, Bridgeport, Cabell, Midland, and Parkersburg. Some good wins in there, but some big games coming up. How do you think this tough schedule has prepared the Cougars for battle tonight? As you said, 4 hours away from home.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough. Not only is it 4 hours away from home, but you got a band, and then I believe they play a game in Columbus either tomorrow. So they have an Ohio stretch coming here. This is going to be a big test against a Warrensville team that's played some really good teams, like even Spire Academy, that's top 20 in the nation.
If you ever accuse a team of ducking the smoke, you can never accuse this Warrensville Heights team. So far, they've played the likes of Spire, Bedford, Louis, St. Ed's, CCC, and as well in their next 5, Hoban, Fairmont, AOA, Bedford. At the end of the season, their final 3 games, Olmsted Falls, regional appearance, Ignatius, automatic juggernauts, Garfield Heights. That's their final 3 games. And oh, by the way, all 3 on the road.
Yeah, so Warrensville's going to have to start piecing together some wins. I think it starts tonight. You got the home crowd, got the home band, a team that's driving from 4 hours away. It's a good opportunity to stack some wins in the win column.
And this is our first of 3 Thursday night games in the month of January that have a lot of implications. 2 weeks from now, it's Garfield and Erie, another big game. And then it's Garfield and Warrensville at Garfield on the 29th. What are your thoughts on these Thursday games? We saw it last year with Garfield and Warrensville, but usually boys basketball, it's Tuesday, Friday.
Yeah, I think I like it. It's a nice little switch up, nice little hoops action before the weekend. But ultimately, we'll see. We should be in for an entertaining game tonight.
No starting lineups have been posted, but I don't really think that matters for either team, especially when you look at the scoring output. You have no players averaging more than 10.5 points per game. Does that mean defense, or does that mean a lot of guys getting involved in the offense? Very similar to, once again, my favorite comparison, the 23-24 Lutheran West Longhorns.
Yeah, I think for Capital, you're looking at 2 guys, Josiah Green and Jashad Williams, leading in scoring with about 10. So lower scoring team. We have seen, like you said, with Lou West, teams be very successful in distributing the rock and really trying to get a complementary offense going where everyone gets involved. I think you could say the same thing about Warrensville. Obviously, Gum's been a guy that's been in the rotation for a couple of years now. Very, very good player. And Billingsley able to knock down that three-pointer. So we'll see. I think it'll be more of a balanced scoring attack from both teams as teams really try and build that offensive cohesion still relatively early on into the season.
And I will say, watching warm-ups a little while ago at around 5:45, Warrensville, their main drill, drive right lane, kick to the corner, take the three, and they did that for a good 5-10 minutes. They want the three ball. They know how important it is, especially against this good of a team. This is a game that they have been waiting for a long time. In their division, Capital is #1 in West Virginia, all the way around #7. So that says a lot about the team that is coming in here once again on the road. But you look at their main player, JoJo Green. To quote an article from Woods Recruiting, he is an elite-level guard prospect whose combination of athleticism, skill, and basketball IQ makes him highly versatile. He has 3 offers that I have found so far. Alice White for basketball, and then 3 for football. So, 4 offers. West Virginia State for football, Concord for football, and HH Prep. So really, the world is his oyster after this season.
Yeah, and I'll say this. A lot of people watch this network. Everybody knows about Warrensville and Northeast Ohio basketball. So if he puts on a performance tonight, I wouldn't be surprised for him to potentially get some interest from some college coaches.
Easily, this is where you can make a name for yourself. NEO basketball, it is one of the toughest places to play. Don't get me wrong, Stark County basketball, which we will be back with tomorrow, is always tough. But up in Cleveland, it is dogfight after dogfight, offensive performance after offensive performance. Defense matters, yes, but if you are to win in the bloodbath that is Cleveland, you got to have a good and balanced offense. Both teams have that tonight. The question is, which team will reign supreme? Will it be Warrensville Heights holding on to Cleveland, or will it be Capital taking over in an imperialistic way West Virginia over Ohio? That is the question. We will toss things downstairs to our in-house PA announcer, and he will get us underway with our pregame announcements.
Education Administration of the Warrensville Heights High School. We would like to welcome you tonight to Brand Southern Sport in the mighty Tiger Arena for tonight's contest, featuring our guests from Capitol High School of Charleston, West Virginia, and your Warrensville Heights High School Tigers. The Stars and Stripes. United States flag is being presented by the Warrensville Heights High School Color Guard, led by Cadet Captain Joshua Brantley Jr. To honor America, please stand and join in the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. Thank you. In order to make tonight's contest as enjoyable as possible, please represent your school and community in a positive and respectful manner. That means follow the rules, speak and act responsibly, and show courtesy and respect for your fellow fans, the officials and coaches. The administrative authority figures, of course, your team and opponents. Let's make tonight's contest great by remembering to respect the game. Thank you. The officials assigned to this contest have been selected and assigned according to the procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. The officials are Troy Demifield, David Hollabaugh, and Tyrone Wyndham. And now, let's meet the teams. First, our visitors from Capitol High School in Charleston, West Virginia. The Cougars are coached by Coach Cookie Miller. Number 0, junior forward Isaiah Scott. Number 2, senior forward Josiah Green. Number 4, junior forward Juju Chandler. Number 15, senior guard Deshaun Williams. And number 55, sophomore forward Trey Tyson. And now, fans, take out your phones, turn on those lights, and let's stay to your feet for your Warrensville Heights Tigers! Number 2, he's 6'1", senior guard, Camden Steele. Number 3, 5'10", junior guard, Mr. 3B Billingsley. Number 4, the 6'4", junior forward, Jaden, the man, Billingsley. Number 5, 6'6", senior forward, Jalen Bubblegum. And number 11, 5'10", senior guard, Nicholas No Problem Parker.
Well, that is a new intro here at Warrensville Heights High School. I have never seen the lights come off in this building.
Yeah, but it's really interesting. It adds to the entertainment value.
And we got the organ too.
Yeah.
I mean, what an electric atmosphere, as once again you are watching high school basketball on SmeeSports, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop. I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me on the call tonight, Gabe Cozza. It is officially game time, one of the biggest games on the schedule this season for Warrensville Heights High School. As we look inside the huddle of Coach Michi Johnson, what do you think he is telling his guys?
Well, you mentioned it in pregame, them taking those corner 3 shots. I think that's definitely something they've been potentially identified as film as a weakness and an offensive opportunity. So look to see that, and then defensively, look to make sure to grab some rebounds and limit turnovers.
And somehow we are back in 2025 with Tweaker.
Interesting.
I have not heard that song in an arena since Alliance Marlington last year on January 10th.
Wow.
And that was in the locker room after.
I mean, I guess Lonzo doesn't play too far away, so I guess it's sort of relevant.
I guess it is. Time locally in Warrensville Heights is 7:06. It's going to be Gum versus Chandler for the opening tip. It's basketball time in Ohio, and the opening tip will fall to Warrensville Heights, controlled by Billingsley. And here come the Tigers, 4-4 on the year, averaging 65 points a pop so far. Gum playing down low, below the basket. A lot of pumps, Hill strip, but able to keep it. Billingsley, wide open look. Nellums Bay can't quite get that one to fall, and it's an easy board for Deshaun Williams.
Like the shot there. It was definitely open there.
I like what they're doing, bringing out some good mentality early on in the game, but you have to be careful. This team, they can score in bunches. Their last game, an early 12-4 run. That is how they were able to get their latest victory. A good win over Parkersburg, 68-48. Williams driving his swing to the wing. Tyson, usually wearing number 21, wearing number 55 now tonight. That is a last-minute change. Green plays inside, good pass. Chandler driving on Gum, and he will get it to fall.
Gum's got to play some better defense there, but great job by Capital by cutting into the lane and getting the easy layup.
And Juju Chandler will open up the scoring for the Capital Cougars, up 2-zip early on. And here comes Warrensville yet again. Gum trying to get some space. Back top, it's Nick Parker, the Lou West transfer from a few seasons ago. Nellensby now top for Billingsley. You talk about the shooters on this team, a lot of them in the lineup right now. But so far, only one shot, and it's no good. And some even better defense from Capital thus far. Nellensby, well downtown, he's got it!
Feeling it right there. That was pretty good defense there, but he takes the shot and he's able to nail it.
And if you're Warrensville Heights, if you can control the tempo at home, get an early lead and control it, that'll give you a better shot to win this game against a very good Capital team. And there is the defense. Nellensby pokes it away. Billingsley off to the races, and he will draw the foul.
Great steal on the defensive end and great job getting down the floor and drawing the foul.
And I like what they're doing. After that opening miss, they got a lot more aggressive. Down 2-0 early, they were thinking, okay, we got to find something that changes. They find a good shot, get some good defense, and a chance for more points.
Absolutely, and if they can keep knocking down those threes, if Nellensby can keep hitting those three-point shots, it's going to be an extremely tough offense to stop today for the Cougars.
And I mean, the Cougars, they do have a great defense on hand, allowing 50.6 points per game so far this campaign. That's one of the better defenses that you will see.
Yeah.
Maybe Stark County has a few better, but then again, 60 is a good night down there.
Absolutely.
And it's just such a stark contrast to see the Federal League Giants compared to up here. The scoring's not as plentiful, but Billingsley able to make both free throws. That was a big issue against Lutheran East. So one of the big gripes we had with the Tigers has been corrected so far as they lead this one by 3. And we will have a whistle here in the front courts. Kind of surprised to see something up there and not in the back courts.
Yeah, definitely interesting. We'll see how Capital responds to this. Usually in NEO and really most for Ohio basketball, you usually see the press being implemented. So we'll see how the Cougars adjust to this and take the ball down the floor.
I assume that had to be something in the front court, otherwise that back judge would have called the foul.
Still waiting for...
And I don't really think we got an explanation.
Yeah, maybe block. I'm not sure. But nonetheless, Capital stays with the ball.
And I think it's something with the clock now that's the issue.
Yeah, it's at 61-20.
As much as I want to see 61 minutes and 20 seconds of this game, Gabe, we're not going to get that.
Yeah. Clock operator able to get that fixed, though. Or it appears.
And obviously, you go back to last Friday, we had that big dilemma at Alliance, that 10-minute break that really swung the game in favor of the Aviators. That game, once again, under the microscope. This game, I would assume, not as much, but still, there are plenty of watching eyes on this matchup, especially from out of state. So a special word of welcome to all of those watching from West Virginia. Obviously, you can't be here to support your team tonight, but hopefully we will give you a good feel of the atmosphere and, of course, the action on the floor this evening. Always special to see a team from out of state. We got to see Wayne Memorial last year. A lot of great players on that team. Glad to see yet another out-of-state opponent here on SmeeSports. Williams, far side, driving in the paint. To the corner, a good look. Scott, he will pump now, driving inside again. Excellent defense by the Tigers. Nellensby the final touch, but Chandler brings down the board, and the Cougars can reset. After opening up the scoring, it is a 5-0 run for the Tigers in response. Williams barely keeping that one alive. Nellensby in the mix, steals it away, and here he comes in transition, and he will get the and one!
What a finish by Nellensby, as he's putting on a show to start off this game.
5 points, 2 steals, and an and one on top of it.
That's impressive.
I mean, you'll watch it on the back end. He forces that first mistake from the Cougar offense, and then in transition just picks this one up and just kind of threads the needle, goes right through 2 defenders. You'll see it here in a moment. 1, 2, spins right through him, and on the other end, it's an easy layup in contact and has a chance to make this an 8-0 run.
Yeah, and if you're Capital right there, you really want to avoid those passes coming from the baseline and going all the way to the top of the three-point line.
And the N1 is no good, and that's a big board for the Cougars. So Warrensville Heights as a unit now 2 for 3 from the charity stripe, and all their points on the offensive end from the field have come from Nellensby. And a timeout called in the backcourt by the Cougars. They want to talk things over. Since going down 2-0, it's all Warrensville. A 7-0 run for the Tigers at home. 5:37 on the clock in the first. It's Warrensville up by 5.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013.
Welcome back to Warrensville Heights High School. Out of the first time out of the game. 7-2 lead for Warrensville Heights. What changed after that opening basket for the Cougars?
Just their on-ball defense for Warrensville has been really impressive. We saw them get almost a turnover here on this full-court press. So we'll see if Warrensville can continue this defensive prowess.
In the full-court press, one of the most lethal weapons defensively in the game of basketball. But if you break it down, you can easily score on the opposite end. But right now, Capital is struggling to break out of it. Green down low, his fadeaway jumper, no good. And as Nelmsby, the board and the defense, and the Tigers will fly in transition. This three is good! Camden Hill knocks it down, and it's a kill shot for the Tigers.
Already.
After going down 2-0, a 10-0 run, and they are not done. All of this sparked by the defense, and this one should be a jump ball, and a jump ball would keep it down here with Capital.
And if we want to remind our audience, is it 71% of the time a team has a kill shot, they win the game?
It gives you a 71% better chance.
71% better chance. So Warrensville off to a very good start, really playing complementary offensive defense. We talked about pregame, the three-point shots, not necessarily from the corner, but just in general. They have been nailing their threes today, as well as playing really good defense.
And some food for thought if Capital does get one of their own. The team that has more kill shots, if each team has one, 81% more likely to win. So a big jump there, and that is over and back. He's across the timeline, and it goes right back to Warrensville.
Yeah, and they're really struggling with these traps. They got to get a man over there to try and open up a passing outlet.
But on the bright side for Capital, their second-year head coach and program legend Cookie Miller has done a great job building this team. 4-17 last year and off to a 7-1 start. He has been dominant. Billingsley, his three, he's got it!
Are they ever going to miss me? I mean, what a performance from Warrensville tonight.
That is their third three of the night, and that's why you practice it. Exactly why they were here an hour and 15 minutes before tip-off, working on those threes. That mid-range will end the run. It's JoJo Green on the board for Capital.
Great job getting out of the trap there, opening up that pivot foot.
So now a 9-point lead for the Tigers. Nelmsby at the top trying to find some space. Billingsley to the corner. Why not another money ball? This time too strong. Gum the rebound over the backboard, and Capital will pick up the loose basketball. Excellent defense down low by the senior Williams.
I thought that ball went out of bounds there, but
it should have. It went over the backboard, so that should have been out of bounds in the end, but in the end they say no. Kind of surprised not to see that called.
Yeah.
It looked kind of clear, just hanging above everybody else. It's just kind of tough, and it's a judgment call still. It didn't hit the suspension. It didn't hit anything else. It was just a ball that bounced high. Where did it touch? That's a question for the officials. Williams to the corner, picking up Harris down low on the baseline. Beautiful kick to the wing. It's Morgan. His three, not going to fall, just too shy. And there will be a foul. It looks to be on Nelmsby, as I think they're going to call him for the flared elbow.
Yeah. I believe that was Capital's first three-point attempt of the night. We've seen them try and get down low and try and get those baskets near the paint. But if you're Capital, really got to work on getting out of these trap situations. As Warrensville's done an excellent job. And now we see Capital implementing a full-court press of their own.
And I would say that was set up perfectly. That beautiful swing to the wing.
Yeah.
You couldn't have drawn that up any better. The 3:45 on the clock in the first quarter. 13-4 Warrensville Heights on top. The Cougars, they do need some three-point balls, but in general, they need some offense from somewhere. And they will go to the corner. Harris on the inbound. Beautiful cut in the paint. Down low, Thomas. Another nice pass, but they will end it around. Harris driving. Another shovel pass. This time, Thomas. And it is out of bounds off of Warrensville Heights. A lot of good movement, but a lot of hesitation to pull the trigger.
Yeah, but like you said, their movement's been really well. When you're getting trapped like that, trying to find the open man's got to move to the ball. They were able to do that there. All they need now is just to get a good shot opportunity.
You got to find something open off the inbound. That is what they like to do, but immediately a trap in the corner, a double team. Warrensville Heights somehow not able to get the basketball. Excellent composure by the Cougars and Harris. Loose ball in the backcourt. Billingsley picks it up, and there is nobody home to defend it, but no good on the first attempt. Same with the second, and there is the foul. You got to make that open layup, but at least his teammate was there to try and clean it up.
Yeah, and if you're Capital, knowing that Warrensville is going to double there, would ideally like to want to keep the ball out of that corner, as that really is a dead zone. If you get trapped there, very difficult to get the ball out and start an offensive possession.
And here comes Camden Hill, the senior guard for Warrensville Heights, averaging 9.1 points per game, along with 2.5 boards, nearly 2 assists, nearly a steal and a half per game, and nearly a block as well per night. First of 2 is good at the line. So Camden Hill now has 4. And there is the transfer from Garfield Heights, Rayshawn Myers subbing in for the first time tonight.
Yeah, and this is such an important game for Warrensville, looking to build in that win column. Like you mentioned, they played some really tough teams, and they still have a really tough schedule remaining. But with a big win tonight and the way they've been playing tonight, if they can really build off this, they'll have a really good foundation going throughout the season.
And as well, you would be above 500, and that is the key. You want to stay above or at 500 as long as you can, especially with some of these big games coming up. Myers flinging that one out of bounds, and it is off of the Tigers.
And we've seen Capital get a few looks offensively, but really Warrensville has dominated defensively. And then offensively, I mean, pick your poison. You talk about from behind the arc, inside scoring, nailing free throws. It's just been a complete performance from Warrensville so far.
And it's 3 guys offensively so far. Hill has 5, Billingsley has 5, and Nellensby, you guessed it, has 5.
Yeah.
Balanced all the way around. Thomas driving loose in the paint and picked up by Billingsley off the defense from Gum. The Tigers defense relentless so far in this matchup. Gu going far side, picking up Rayshawn Myers. Now top, Camden Hill. He will drive right lane in traffic off the window, too strong, and picked up by Myers. Top, Billingsley again. He's got it! Billingsley now with 8, his second 3 of the night, and it's Warrensville up by 14. And there is a foul called in transition on the Tigers, but what an offensive explosion.
Yeah, I'm going to say this. I don't want to speak too early, but I think it's going to be really difficult for us to pick a player of the game because it has really just been a total balanced performance from Warrensville offensively.
And I would have to agree with you there. You said it perfectly. Before that shot, 3 guys with 5 points each. Camden Hill, Billingsley now has 8. All the way around, a lot of great shooters, a lot of great plays. Warrensville Heights, they just have the playmakers tonight. And that might be the difference at the end of this game. And another timeout called by Capital as they want to talk things over. It looked like a clear travel on the timeline. Yeah. In the end, they don't call it. And that will be a 30-second timeout during this break game. Yet again, what has gone wrong for Capital after that great start?
Really, I just feel like the pressure on ball defense from Warrensville has just kind of overwhelmed them a little bit. You know, so their sort of off-ball players aren't really moving to the ball, aren't really finding the spots, and it seems a little rushed. I don't know, from my vantage point, their offense seems a little rushed. I think they need to sort of calm things down, try and get guys moving off the ball, maybe set some screens to try and create some separation. This game is far from over yet, and they still definitely have a shot.
2:36 on the clock in the first quarter. Forget about this game not being over. This first quarter far from over, and if you're Warrensville Heights, you must be very, very happy about that one.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is stellar performance here. Really couldn't have wrote it up any better.
And here we are back from the break. 2 timeouts, though, used early by Capital. Only 3 for the rest of the night. And that is big on the road. You have to really use the most of those timeouts that you still have left if you use them. Green down low, the kick to the wing. An open look. It's Williams. Not going to get it to go. A heavy crash. It's Harris. Back out wide. Green, his 3. Same result, no good. And tipped out of bounds off of Gio Hester.
I like that offensive possession there, though, for Capital. If you notice, looking around, keeping your head up, looking for the open man. I like the kick out from the 3-point shot. Unfortunately, couldn't nail it. But I think if they get more of those looks, they can start to become successful.
I feel like almost at this point you have to just go with those plays under the baskets. And they will somehow say that it's not a backcourt violation.
Yeah, interesting.
I felt like he just took it over the timeline in the end. And Williams able to flush it back out wide. A 14-point lead for Warrensville Heights. 2:05 on the clock in the first quarter. Another double team. Myers shovels it away. Capital picks it up, and here they come again. Williams below the basket. An open look. Morgan, his mid-range, off the mark. Rebound Green, and Green can't get it to go, but there is the foul. As of right now, it feels like Capital has a lid on the rim.
Yeah, they sure do. But nice job there grabbing the rebound. We talked a little bit about that pregame. Able to draw the foul. And these are some very big free throws here. I mean, they seem kind of trivial, but if you really look at it in the context of the game, the Cougars kind of cold offensively. This would be very big for them if he can hit these 2 free throws.
You got to find some points from somewhere. The first of 2 is good for Green. He now has 3. If you're Capital, you have to put the start of this game behind you. Reset 0-0, or at this point, 1-0. Go from there. Build a lead in that regard, and eventually you'll catch up with Warrensville Heights.
Yeah, and we saw Green display some physicality, and he appears to be the biggest player on the court right now. So if he can kind of camp out near the block and look for those offensive rebounds, could potentially be a lot of second points opportunities for Capital.
And at least ranking-wise, you can kind of see why he is the #1 shooting guard in all of West Virginia, especially with that size.
Yeah.
Hester at the logo, 1:45 on the clock in the first quarter. Marlon Jackson bobbling nearly out of bounds, able to pick up C.J. Williams in the wing. Warrensville Heights bringing in their second unit down the stretch in the first. Hester, clean lane and a clean finish.
That's a beautiful finish right there.
Everybody is finding a way to step up tonight for Warrensville Heights. Even if it's not in the scoring category, they find ways. Green, he will drive in the lane, off the window and in, and it's an and one for Capital. That's a big swing, Gabe. I think we got to watch that one back, as I felt like Warrensville had a nice statue in the paint.
Yeah, let's look this one back.
Cam, I know you have something to say about that one.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
I mean, you are producing tonight, so you have the best vantage point as you're watching every single camera angle we have. Oh!
Yeah, look still, he wasn't in the paint, so.
He was set.
Yeah.
And the end one is good. But that's big for Capital, back within 11.
Yeah.
And yet again, with the second team of Warrensville Heights in the game, don't know how long that will last. Jackson, coast to coast, no good on the finish. And it's a big rebound down low by the sophomore Trey Tyson. And if you're Capital, this is how you get back in the game. Tyson, beautiful Euro, and he will throw that one right up to Latrell Gu. And the Tigers will push the pace. 1:09 left to go in the first quarter.
Scoreboard just shut off.
And that 3 will count. Wow, they count it. I don't know if they're going to count that one in the end.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it shut off just before he shot it. Unfortunate for Warrensville.
I thought it was off well before. If that's the case, I don't think you can count that shot. You have to have one working clock. We did learn that rule over the past couple of weeks. We'll see if they give it to him or not. If they do count that 3 on the far side, that would be a big basket. That was Rayshawn Myers. And as we saw against Spire, he had no normal baskets. He had 2 goaltending before he even had a basket from the field.
Yeah.
And they're counting it. Wow.
Interesting. From my vantage point, the scoreboard turned off pretty well before he had shot the ball. So, interesting.
This is where we need our rules analyst.
Yeah.
I want to know the rule on that one. I want to know the rule on that one because I don't think that basket should have counted, but I could be wrong. Either way, 23-9 and right back to Warrensville Heights. Jackson up the center as we reach the final minute of the opening frame. Williams, far side, picking up Gio Hester. The Tigers, they don't have to rush right here. They have the lead. They can control and find their shot. And that's what they should do here. Jackson, high pass, nearly out of bounds, but C.J. Williams keeps it alive. Wide open look. Hester, not quite. Rebound Myers down low. And the Tigers will reset.
Smartly holding the ball here.
And a lot of big rebounds so far in this opening frame. Final 30 seconds of the opening quarter. Myers back top for Jackson. Now far side Williams. Warrensville Heights with one of their best first quarters of the entire season. More points than they scored in the first half last time we saw them. In the lane, Williams stripped, no foul. Excellent defense by Green. And he will take it in a triple team. Nowhere to go. And there is the foul. And if they didn't put it up in time, that is foul number 5. We'll see if that is the case on Warrensville or not.
Yeah, not sure if he really had the position to be able to kick out to the three-point line there. But looked like an opportunity, too.
I think they just said team 5th. And it is, so that should be free throws. The only exception if the 5th foul is a charge or an offensive foul, it's not free throws.
Yeah.
But that obviously not fitting the bill.
And he will go to the free throw line.
And that's still a new rule going back to the 1-and-1 days of a few years ago. What are your thoughts on that change?
Definitely interesting. But as for Green at the moment, really has picked up Capital's offensive possession so far with some big free throws, some big rebounds. Once again, proving why he's the star player of this team.
And he has to be. He has 8 of the 10 points so far. The other 2, Juju Chandler. And it is a 13-point lead for Warrensville Heights. Obviously a great start for them, but Capital is far from out in this one. You have to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
One of the best teams in West Virginia for a reason. Don't count them out. And that one shy, loose in the paint, a chance for more points as we have 10 seconds left to go in the first quarter. That might not be the worst case scenario for Capital if they can score here. The mid-range shot will roll inside and out in the end, no good. It's loose at the buzzer, no shot will happen. And that'll do it for the opening quarter. 23-10 your score. Warrensville Heights, a dominating performance over Capital. As we step aside, you are watching high school basketball on SmeeSports, presented by Ledgewood Barber Shop. Warrensville Heights up by 13.
Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Here at Ledgewood Barber Shop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barber Shop, your next haircut awaits.
Welcome back to Warrensville Heights High School through one quarter. It is the Tigers up 23-10 on Capital as you are watching high school basketball on SmeeSports, presented by Ledgewood Barber Shop. Yet again, I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me tonight, Gabe Cozza. A strong start for this Warrensville Heights offense after going down 2-0. A kill shot, then Capital. They start to get back in the game. What adjustments have the Cougars made on the fly to give them a chance in this game with still plenty of time?
Yeah, you know, the slow start makes sense for Capital. You're an out-of-state team. You come into this arena, definitely not an easy place to play out with the band and the crowd environment, but they were able to regain their momentum, really able to get to the rim, and it's really been Green and his ability to get to the paint and get those free throws has really saved this offense. And as for Warrensville, they've slowed down slightly on offense, which makes sense because out of the gate they were just hitting everything. Don't expect them to shoot 90% from three to end this game. But as we continue, look to see Green from Capital continue to build on his offensive scoring.
And they throw it right out of bounds. Wow. And no time runs off the clock. I have never seen that.
Yeah. It's been an interesting game so far.
I mean, the clock has shut off already. A couple of interesting calls around the timeline. Let's try this again. Welcome back to Warrensville Heights. The second quarter about to get underway. And it's possession Capital.
Yep.
And here we go. And as well, that means the possession arrow flips in favor of them.
Wow.
That's a big difference. Jump ball keeps it down here. And that is something to note for the Cougars if that were to be the case. Spencer, the bounce pass to the corner, Green. And that one is out of bounds. And it looks like it will stay down here. And they will say it's on the tip.
Yeah, and if you're Capital, really got to avoid getting in that corner there. That is the death zone. If you get trapped there, very difficult to get an outlet pass out of the trap.
JoJo Green has been trapped in the corner on both sides so many times so far. They know he's the big guy. They know they have to try and shut him down, and that's something worth noting. That hook shot will draw a foul. Wow. Trey Tyson able to get a trip to the line. And I think last year, remember that Warrensville Garfield game, University posted the clip of Coach Johnson on the sideline going up and down after a foul just like that.
Yeah.
This time, less theatrics.
Yep.
But here comes Trey Tyson, the sophomore, averaging 7.1 points per game to the line. His first of two, no good. And the big thing about Warrensville is this coaching staff. Obviously, Michi Johnson, the head coach in year number 3. But going back to 2001, the latest Final Four appearance for Warrensville Heights, his fellow star player, Brian Swift, the AD at Warrensville Heights, an assistant coach of his right now.
Interesting.
And that's big for him as both are no good for Tyson. But that dynamic duo back in Warrensville, and they have been loving it so far. Back-to-back regional appearances. And an immediate turnover, Parker losing it. And in transition, it's Morgan, and he will bank it in.
Warrensville starting to lose some momentum in this game, some mental errors to start. Got to clean that up.
You do have all 5 timeouts still. If you're Michi Johnson, when does the T become a question?
I think if you don't score here and Capital scores on the next possession, you most likely call one.
Once again, Capital used 2 in the opening frame. Billingsley wide open, easily knocks it down.
Why call a timeout and you can give it to Jalen Billingsley and he hits that three-pointer. Warrensville continuing to knock down those threes behind the arc.
He now has 11. A big night for him so far as it is back to a 14-point lead. Green, bounce pass, far wing, and they will try it again. JoJo Green just trying to set the table for the Capital Cougars, but nothing going as of right now. And there is a double team immediately. Bounce pass down low, Thomas, loose ball, out of bounds, and it goes right back to Warrensville Heights.
Nice, great defense there by Gump, getting that pressure defensively. This Capital had a man wide open on the block.
But so far, Warrensville Heights able to get their starters a rest, up by 14. This is dreamland for them.
Exactly.
I don't think this is how many people thought they would start this game against a good team in Capital. Don't get it twisted. They might be down by 14, but this Capital team is still one of the best teams on this Warrensville Heights schedule, one of the toughest in the state, albeit. Parker in the wing trying to find an option. Down low, Gum, and intercepted. Nice defense by the Cougars, and here they come. Morgan, and he will make it. And a heavy smack off the backboard.
Just perfect offensive-defensive combo right there. Get the steal, then run the floor and get the layup.
If you can turn defense into offense, that is your best way back in the game if you're Capital. If you're Warrensville Heights, it's simple. Knock down your shots, and this is your game. Billingsley booting that one. Nowhere to go on Tyson.
He traveled.
And he will walk with it. Going back to the timeout, would you have liked to have seen one from Coach Johnson?
Yeah, most likely there. I mean, it's tough to say Billingsley hit a nice three-point shot there. But how about Capital coming out of the first half with vengeance?
And that's what they have to do, down by 12. Anything from the field, it's a 10-point or less deficit. And given how this matchup started, that would be a great response from the Cougars with still plenty of time. Green, his three, off the iron, no good. And a big rebound down low by Gum.
Like the off-ball screen there, though, from Capital.
Those threes have just been too shallow today for Capital. Warrensville Heights, they have been on point, and that is the big difference right now, the three ball. Billingsley, another one, shy. And we will have a off-ball foul on Warrensville Heights.
Capital kind of lucky there that Billingsley didn't nail that. Really a wide open look there. Capital's got to do a better job of closing out on almost all of these Warrensville attempts because they've been so lethal behind the arc. You cannot afford an open look from behind the arc.
And here is the full court press again. Booted ball, Gum picks it up and takes the easy two. Fouled a moment ago and now has his first points of the night. And that's how you respond. You put it in the back of your mind and you get back to work. From the free throw line, it will not be there. Loose ball again. The second chance on the floater. Same result, and Warrensville Heights will pick it up. Spencer just couldn't get the lucky bounce.
Well, there could have been a foul there, but the refs don't call it.
28-14, Billingsley down low to Gum. Make it 30-14. A 16-point lead for Warrensville Heights. It's all Tigers in this first half. Green and company need to find an answer. He is being face guarded right now by Nelms Bay. No surprise. Double team at the logo, nowhere to go, and there is the foul. If that was not a foul, that would have been an easy walk.
Yeah, exactly.
But just when you think Capital is starting to find that momentum yet again, Warrensville Heights stifles the plan.
Yeah, I mean, they just will not let this Capital team come back into this game. And it's a testament to really how well they've done offensively from inside and out scoring, and then defensively, that pressure they had on defense is really causing a lot of headaches for the Capital offense.
And I would say a big testament to head coach Michi Johnson. It's in the Johnson blood. That's what they do. Loose at the timeline, and Nelms Bay will pick it up. Yet another steal for him. Down low, Hill in traffic, not quite. And it's an easy rebound for Spencer. Maybe another foul not called, and it's taken right back. Billingsley the steal. Far side, Goo to the corner. Nelms Bay, his three, a little shallow. And there's the board, taken in by Harris. Flying it up the floor. Green, down low, pivoting, nearly stepping out of bounds. He is blocked from behind. A clean hit by Hill. And this one is out of bounds in favor of Warrensville Heights. But what a block from behind, going right up to meet the basketball.
Yeah, that was a really good block right there by Warrensville. They've been successful stealing the ball, and we saw some success there blocking the rim.
And my question, because the ball didn't leave his hands, should that have been a jump ball? Because that's kind of that, it's in the hands, you get a hand on top of it. It's a toss-up.
Yeah, it is a toss-up for sure. As we saw a couple of years ago, that become a big testament of conversation when Warrensville hosted. Who was that game when they had the potential jump ball?
It was probably Garfield.
Yeah, Garfield.
That was the only game we were in the building for last season outside of Summer League. And this is our second game in the building this season. Jackson at the logo trying to find some space against the Cougars. Beautiful cut down low, it's Hester, and he will pick it up after getting a slight tip down below. Nearly a travel, but they will say it's on the contact. Jackson, top of the arc, trying to drive inside. No look to the corner. It's Williams, and he knocks it down.
It's just been a balanced three-point scoring from Warrensville. Billingsley, Hester, Williams, they've all been knocking them down today.
7th unique scorer of the game for Warrensville Heights, and that'll be a foul in transition on the Tigers, and Harris will have free throws.
It's just impressive. It's really reminiscent of the Pacers last year in the playoffs, where they were just getting their entire starters and their bench to contribute. Michi Johnson once again displaying why he's one of the best coaches in this area.
Depth is everything, but you look at that board over there, Gabe. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seniors.
Maybe a big year for Warrensville this year.
And their girls team 6, so 14 combined across the programs.
Looking to really go far in the playoffs for Warrensville. They've had some tough defeats in the playoffs over the last couple of seasons. But with that seniority, as well as a win like this tonight, if they can get it, should really help build their confidence going throughout the season.
And each year they've gotten closer to that Final Four. Year 1, a loss in the regional semis to Canfield. Last year, a loss in the regional championship game, 50-40 to Glenville.
Yeah, Michi's just done an incredible job. I believe before Michi came here, similar to Capital, they were around a 4-win team. But Michi comes here, works his magic, and this team's playing deep into the playoffs.
Both no good as Jackson will pick it up. We'll go back to your question there in a minute. Far side, Goo, his three, he's got it! Another triple for Warrensville Heights, and that is their 8th unique score of the first half. And this one poked out of bounds, and it will stay with Capital. But in the prior 2 years before Michi Johnson took over, Warrensville Heights was 5-41.
Wow.
They had some real tough times in that kind of dark era before he took over. And he still wants his first win over his brother. Myers in the lane. It's just too easy for Warrensville Heights. Myers now has 5. It's 38-14, and the Tigers have completely stifled the Cougars.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. When they're running this press, Capital has all of their offensive players in the backcourt, which is definitely interesting. Allows for more Warrensville defenders to be down there and attack on the ball.
And that is foul number 5 on the Tigers. So it's free throws for Capital. Join us tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. live from Harry Field Gymnasium. It is another exciting edition of OHSAA basketball on SmeeSports as the Alliance Aviators welcome in EBC foes Minerva. And that's a big battle. Right now, Minerva sitting at number 2 in the conference, 2-1. Same with Alliance, but they are in 3rd by a tiebreaker. Winner of that game gets an inch closer to West Branch, who right now, they might be at 500, but 3 of their 4 wins so far this year, Gabe, EBC wins.
Wow.
And that's what matters. At one point, they were winless out of conference, but undefeated in conference play.
Interesting.
3-4. And now they're getting back to their winning ways. Second of 2 free throws, no good. So the 4th miss of the day for Tyson. All the way around, that is the 7th missed free throw of the first half for Capital, but they will get another chance as that one is thrown behind Hester. But who would have thought this? Warrensville Heights dominating in the first half.
You know, they have been dominant, and this is a great way to start the new year with a big win against a top 10 team in West Virginia.
Max Preps has them at number 7, and in their own division, they are ranked number 1. Loose ball at the timeline, scrappiness being shown by Williams, and I believe that'll be a foul on Warrensville Heights. But if you're the Tigers right now, you'd rather foul than give them a free lane to try and set up the offense.
Yeah.
They're currently 4 for 11 from the line.
Yeah.
Warrensville Heights on the other end, they are 4 for 5.
That aggression is something that I think Capital wasn't really 100% prepared for, as Warrensville defensively has really just dominated with this full court press and those double teams.
So free throws for Deshaun Williams. First of 2 is good. And he is their 2nd leading scorer behind Green. Green averaging 10.6. Williams averaging 10.3.
Yeah. Look to hope to see him get involved in this second half if Capital wants to mount a comeback.
Both good at the line, making it 38-16. And the comeback has to start in the first half. Forget the second half. Goo, loose ball picked up, and there it is. A forced turnover. Bulger, the freshman, picks it up. And here come the Cougars pushing the pace. Harris, far side, has Tyson open at the top. and finally hands it off to number 55. And it is intercepted. Myers right there. He will stumble and right back to the Cougars. Williams picks it up. He will drive far side to the corner. Bulger airballing that one. And Williams can't keep it in his grasp. Myers, he has Hester, the layoff, and the layup is good. Nicely done all the way around for Warrensville Heights. And they are up 40-16, and they have a chance for more offense.
Yeah, I don't know if we have a turnover count for Capital, but it's certainly been plentiful. Warrensville really has just been impressive defensively. Those traps and those double teams have caused havoc for Capital the entire game.
So 39-16, 2:22 on the clock in the first half. All the way around, Warrensville Heights dominating. And they have a chance to potentially get a running clock in the second half if they play their cards right. Jackson instead stolen away. Spencer, he will drive in the lane. It's good.
Beautiful crossover there to create the open space.
This is where you put your foot on the gas and go. We saw a few weeks ago Canton McKinley complete a 25-point comeback at home. So it's possible.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see. If I were Capital, I would take a page out of Michi Johnson's script and really start pressuring this Warrensville offense with double teams because, like you mentioned, there really isn't that much time left.
And the one thing you can't do is start a three-point chuckathon.
Yeah.
You have made no threes today.
Yeah.
And yet again, that's the difference. 8 threes made so far for Warrensville Heights. And usually they're shooting well below that.
Yeah.
But today, everything has been falling. Myers to the corner. Jackson nearly losing that one out of bounds. Back top for Rayshawn Myers. 1:45 on the clock in the first half. Myers driving in the lane and denied. Bulger, the freshman, swats it away. And there is the foul down low. But Cam Bulger off the bench, a big impact play.
Yeah, certainly. Nice little play there to get to the rim and get the ball to the block.
And that's what you have to do if you are the Cougars. You have to get creative when you're trying to find ways to score. The Tigers trying to inbound, and they will throw this one out of bounds. Second time today they've done that.
Yeah, they've had some also other issues where earlier on in this quarter they threw it behind them. Just some mental mistakes that Warrensville is going to have to clean up throughout this game.
And as I like to say, you cannot win a basketball game by playing 16 minutes. You have to play all 32.
Exactly.
Even if you're up big, Capital could easily get a kill shot right here of their own starting right now, make it 39-28 at the half, and all of a sudden you're talking about a new ball game.
Yep.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they did it. And this one will stay with Capital just off of Warrensville Heights. It's the little things. You still have to look at it because, once again, if you're Warrensville Heights, this game's feeling really good right now. You have Hoban up next.
Yeah. So really look to build off some successful play going into the home game.
And a jump ball. Green able to take it in. A questionable call. It's perfect if it works, and it will stay down here with Capital. What are your thoughts on that ball up the floor?
Yeah, I mean, interesting there just to try and get the ball moving. I don't hate it, honestly, because Capital has struggled so much with this press. You got to try everything you can to try and break it, and clearly what they were doing in the past was not working.
39-18 your score, 1:35 on the clock in the first half. Do we see another three-pointer, or is that kind of just going to be a foreign art tonight?
I would think so. I mean, certainly help you get back in the game faster, but really Capital has not been efficient tonight. You need the efficient baskets to get back into this game.
Williams driving, and there will be a foul on Warrensville Heights. And they're already at 5, so that should be free throws.
Yeah, I mean, it's really been the bread and butter for Capital's offense. I would have to guess half of their points have come from the charity strike tonight. Possibly. I'm not 100% sure.
Capital?
Yeah.
6 of their 18.
Yeah, so certainly been a good amount. And this is a good way for them to score, also stop the clock, and keep the game moving at a slower pace, which gives them a better chance to mount a comeback.
First of 2 good at the line. And this feels a lot like what Padua did last night. Had a great offensive start, but at the end of the first half, just really slowed down. Second one, not going to be there. Green went for the rebound. It's still loose, and Warrensville Heights will pick it up in the end, but still plenty of time. And they will draw the foul instead. You have a lot of time to work in the backcourt there, but immediately you go to that trap.
Yeah.
You have fouls to give. That's only the second on the Cougars. Still 2 more left to give. I don't hate the decision.
Absolutely not. I think this is something they should continue to do out this quarter. Just try different things. Try and get this Warrensville offense out of sync because so far they've been really, really consistent.
And my question is, when was the last three-pointer? It's been a while since we've said that for Warrensville Heights.
It has, but Warrensville really has done a good job of getting to the rim and able to get those baskets as well. But more importantly, scoring off of turnovers. They've had a couple points through that as well.
Goo, jump ball, and this one will favor the Cougars. Let's go back to the beginning of the second quarter. Ball thrown out of bounds. Possession arrow flips. It's a free possession.
Interesting to see how little things like that can play a big factor later on in the game.
Go back to last Friday. 1 of 3 from the line. Thompson in that first quarter makes one more. They win that game. Green inside, Bulger in the corner, trying to find an outlet. He will go inside. Scott trying to put this one in, not quite. The putback is there. It's the shot. Williams laying it in, and those are 2 free points.
And we talked about Williams needing to get involved in this game more if they want him out to come back. Really nice basketball awareness there to spot that and get the putback.
One of 2 guys averaging more than 10 points a night. And we are in the final 45 seconds of this first half. Hill driving in the lane. He is stripped. It is clean. Bulger will fall on it, and he will play it on back. Nearly a travel, but did a nice job not to walk with it. And it's through the legs. Some excellent dribbling and handles by Spencer. He takes it all the way. No good on the attempt. And it will stay with Capital as it is out of bounds on the miscommunication between Billingsley and Goo.
I don't know if that was intentional or not, but what a play right there. Getting the ball between the defender's legs, able to take it up the floor, and keeping Capital's possession alive.
That's how you win the mental battle. Green to inbound here. 25 seconds left to go in the first half. Williams far side, Green from the elbow. Can't quite get it to fall. Nelmsbay the big rebound, and he can settle things down. Warrensville Heights up by 18. A great first half so far, but they want more points to close out the quarter. Now down to the final 10 seconds of the second. Hill taking his time. Top of the arc matched up with Spencer. Nelmsby on the near side, 5 seconds. Nelmsby driving in the key. Loose ball, chucks it to the corner. Goo at the buzzer. Not going to get it to fall. And that is halftime in Warrensville Heights. It's the Tigers up 39-21 on the Cougars. Gabe, what are your thoughts on the final few minutes? Capital starting to really get back in this game.
Yeah, I like what Capital brought. I think they got the momentum going into the next half. We'll see if they can build on that. But really, for the first 2 quarters, it's been dominant from Warrensville. We saw to start off the game, Warrensville pretty much could not miss a shot. I mean, they were on a heat check. And what was most impressive about it, it wasn't just one player. It was like 3 players making shots from behind the arc. They've cooled down a little bit offensively, especially behind the arc. But defensively, they've really kept up the same pace in terms of their willingness to put pressure on this Capital offense to beat the trap and beat those double teams.
A lot of offense here in Warrensville Heights. At the half, it's the Tigers up by 18 as you are watching high school basketball on SmeeSports presented by Ledgewood Barbershop.
Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Cozza Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.cohut@twfg.com. Cohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Cozza Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.cohut@twfg.com. Cohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring.
Before we get back to the action, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact information for us is on your screen. Ask us how we can help you get your message out to as many people as possible. Thank you to all of our advertisers for making tonight's telecast possible here at Warrensville Heights High School. At the half, 39-21 your score. It is the Tigers on top of Capital as you are watching high school basketball on SmeeSports, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop. I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me tonight, Gabriel Cozza. We go back to the end of that first half. Capital's offense started finding some answers, same with the defense. What do they have to take away from that to really stifle the Tigers and get back in this game?
Well, I think offensively, we saw them sort of adjust defensively to this Warrensville offense. Really been successful in containing their offensive attack. But I think if you're Capital offensively, again, the story will be the trap and trying to overcome that and trying to still find offensive players that are open and trying to avoid steals off the double teams as well.
And here we are back to the action for the second half. Warrensville Heights, they will be working right to left, Capital left to right. And we will see how this offense fares. Gum down low, trying to get the scoring going. Instead, loose ball taken away by the Cougars. And here comes their offense. High pass and nearly out of bounds off of Williams. But the senior is able to keep it alive. It is well and truly go time for the Cougars. Down by 18, but still a chance. Spencer down low, Green, boxing inside, and it will be a clear charge.
Yeah, clear charge right there. Extends the arm. Great job getting your feet set and being in that position.
I mean, you see the way that arm flares out. You are not going to get away with that any day of the week.
Unless you're Jordan.
There it is. But if you're Warrensville Heights, you have to take that as a warning sign showing what this team is capable of and really put your foot back on the gas in the second half. Gum nearly coughing that one up. Instead, a wide open look. It's Hill, and he can't get it to go. Rebound, Isaiah Scott. A big rebound again for the Cougars. Back-to-back great defensive possessions. And there is the steal. Nellums Bay, his first steal of the second half. His at least third of the night, and it's taken right back. The defense really locking in for both sides. Tyson up the floor, down low, Williams. And it is denied, out of bounds off of Hill. And it will stay with Capital.
Really, we've seen Capital offensively looking like they are starting to contain this Warrensville offense, but can Capital get their offense going? Warrensville so far done a really good job getting steals and getting blocks. Capital's going to have to start finding some open men. Also, I think it could be very advantageous for them holding on to the ball and letting their offense formulate.
But you have to be careful. Down by 18, you don't have as much time as you would really like in this game to make a comeback. And this team, though, they know how to find the shots. They just have to make it happen here. And there is the foul on Jalen Gum, as it looks like we will have a lot of extra fouls in the second half.
Yeah, we saw Warrensville in the bonus for probably more than the last quarter. So look for Capital to hopefully take advantage of that should that occur again.
And that is the third foul on Jalen Gum. Quaylen Howard not in attendance tonight, it appears. So you're without your backup center. You might have to go to somebody else or lose that size down low. A good look, Green, the pump fake, and the baskets. That is how you keep your composure amid the fire. And it's back to a 16-point game. If you're Warrensville Heights, you have to find some offense here. A lot of pressure on you right now, just given how Capital has come out in the second half. Billingsley, well downtown, he's got it!
Wow.
He now has 14, his 4-3 of the game. Driving, it's Green, off the window, no good, but there is the foul. But that is a big heat check three for Billingsley.
Yeah.
He has rarely missed.
Yeah, and I think when you're looking at the score, it might not appear so, but I think Warrensville needed that. I mean, behind the arc, they had been missing some shots. Offensively, they looked a little stagnant, but able to get a nice deep three right there to gain some momentum offensively. And then on the flip side for Capital's offense, they're really going to have to rely on this inside scoring because they're just deep shots from the mid-range and behind the arc really haven't been falling.
And the first of two is no good amid the towels. As well, Warrensville Heights, that is now their 9th made three of the game.
Wow.
The three-pointers alone are beating Capital. Another chance for redemption for JoJo Green. This one, no good again. He will miss both, and Warrensville Heights will bring in the rebound. I know, Gabe, you're a Steelers fan. It might not be the terrible towels back there, but it might as well be.
It must be working.
Billingsley, beautiful Euro, and a beautiful and one finish. Outside the arc, inside the arc, it doesn't matter for Jalen Billingsley.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, and really if you're Capital, just unfortunate defensively. There's not much you could have done about the three-point shot, and dare I say, with that beautiful drive and the Euro stuff, not much you could have done defending that as well.
And Billingsley now has 16, but what a finish inside the pump, the Euro, and the composure. I mean, my goodness.
Yeah. Great Euro to avoid the charge there.
And just like that, it's a great lead for Warrensville Heights. Exactly what the doctor ordered for them. 45-23, and there is the foul. But, I mean, you go back to him. How big of an impact has Billingsley made in this game?
A massive impact. And we saw last year him make an impact on JV, and we knew coming into this season that he was going to be a really big factor for them offensively. And this is a guy that if Warrensville wants to make a run, wants to compete with some of the best teams in Northeast Ohio, he's definitely going to be a guy you need to keep your eye on and keep a lookout for.
And he now has 17 points. Another full-court press. Capital just trying to find a way out of it. Williams to the corner. Tyson driving inside. His shot in traffic, no good, but there is the foul. The fourth on Warrensville Heights in the opening 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Yeah, but really, if you're Warrensville, don't hate that because Capital really has struggled from the charity strike at times during this game. So if you have to, not the worst decision in the world to draw the foul.
And Tyson himself is 0 for 4.
Yeah.
So 2 chances for Trey Tyson. His first, no good.
And of course, the implementation of the towels and the band getting into it during the free throws appears to be working.
It worked against Spire, and it's working tonight. And they are not done yet. They can do a lot more than just play some music.
I suspect Warrensville will most likely get to the 5 mark, and they will be at the bonus at some point during this quarter.
And they are going nuts yet again. This one, no good as well.
Wow.
Tyson 0 for 6 from the line. And shooting on that basket, 0 for 4 overall as a unit as Parker goes coast to coast and Euros that one in.
Yeah, just another big difference in this game has just been making shots. Capital's had some tough acrobatic layups they just haven't been able to make. But you see from Warrensville right there, able to finish those layups makes a big difference in the game.
And try this on for size. Parker, the 9th unique scorer tonight for Warrensville Heights. On the roster, 0 through 12 have scored.
Wow.
Impressive all the way around. Hester, well downtown, Nelms Bay, off the inside iron, no good. But Hester brings in the rebound. Billingsley, wide open, no good again. And it's a good rebound down low by Scott. You got to try and settle things down if you are the Cougars, and you need some offense. Williams blocked but fouled. No jump ball, they're going to say. And that does keep it down here, and that is a big call. And going back to the first half, that is exactly what we have been talking about.
Yeah. Great play right there, though, defensively. Able to locate that ball, not drive the foul, and get the jump.
And Williams will sub out of the game for the Cougars. 5:01 on the clock in the third. It's all Warrensville Heights, and that's kind of to the surprise of many. We all expected them to compete, but not this well. And there is a clean deflection. Camden Hill knocks it down with the block. Exactly what the doctor ordered defensively. Yep. And a chance to get into the 50s. Williams driving in the lane, in traffic, and the and one will fall.
Shots are starting to fall for Warrensville, much to the demise of Capital. Really great drive right there, and a really great ability to be able to finish despite the contact.
So 49-23, an explosion out of the half yet again for Warrensville Heights.
Yeah, I think it's really just a testament to Michi Johnson's coaching. We saw Capital have some momentum coming into this quarter, but if you had just watched the stream from the third quarter on, you would have no idea.
And the end one, no good, and tipped out of bounds. And it will last touch the Tigers. But not too many misses from the line today for Warrensville Heights. That is only their second. 5 for 7 as a team. Free throws obviously a key part of this game, and you look at the 6 miss for Tyson. It's big. Hester knocks it out of bounds, and it will stay with Capital.
Almost stepped over the line there.
And a timeout called here by Capital. That'll be their third timeout called of the game, and it is a full timeout. 4:44 left to go in the third. All Warrensville Heights on SmeeSports.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Brad Sellers Arena. 4:44 left to go in the third. All Warrensville Heights in their home gym of 49-23 on the Capital Cougars from West Virginia. As we are back to the action, the Cougars needing some offense here and in a lot of bunches as well. Harris no good on the shot, and Nelms Bay will bring in the rebound. All the way around, Warrensville Heights has stifled this team. And I'm surprised that's not an up and down the way he's top with it.
Yeah, it sure looks like it.
Harris driving now down low, Green, and he will bank it in.
Finally able to get a shot get a shot down low. Let's see if Capital could start putting some points on the board after the timeout.
And as we were talking about during that break, it feels like they have not been able to even buy a shot tonight.
Yeah, it's just been unfortunate for them offensively.
Billingsley trying to get some space. Excellent defense by Spencer. Billingsley does get the better of him. His right-hand floater just a bit too short, and it's out of bounds. Last touching Capital.
Yeah, and I think Capital catching a break there. Really, Warrensville's been really lethal from inside the paint to start off this quarter. Able to draw the miss. They're going to need a lot more of that if they want to mount a comeback.
I'm kind of surprised they said that tipped off of Capital. I really didn't see any of that. Top of the arc, Hill, his three, a little shy, and it's an easy board for Tyson. This is where you have to push the pace down big. Time is not your friend right now. Only 12 minutes left to go. Tyson denied in the lane, but there is foul number 5 on Warrensville Heights, and it is free throws for the Cougars.
We'll see if the band with their towels can continue to make a really massive difference in this game. As if Capital makes, I don't know, maybe 5, 6 more of their free throws, you could be talking about a different game right now, potentially.
They have missed, I believe, 11 so far. And it will stay that way. First of 2 is good for Tyson. Actually, 12 they've missed so far. You add those 12 points on the board, it would be a, I believe, 9-point game.
Yeah.
Or correction, no, an 11-point game.
11.
But still a lot closer.
Exactly.
You got to make your free throws. As we said last night, they're free for a reason. Tyson trying to make it 2 for 2. And that one, no good, but they will get the rebound, but not enough time. In the end, it does work out for them as it goes out of bounds. They had it, then didn't, and then it's out of bounds.
Yeah, I will say this. If they really are struggling that much from the free throw line, make sure you're able to get some guys down low that can get that rebound and create those second chance opportunities off of the misses.
And some kind of conversation down low at the scorer's table trying to figure things out. I think they were trying to figure out who the foul was on.
Yeah.
On the Cougars side of things, only one more foul to give. And here's the inbound Green, trying to make his way inside the paint. Somehow keeps his composure and takes the 2. One of his better finishes tonight.
Yep.
And the deficit now stands at 21. Still a mountain to climb. Hill driving over Green, not quite. And it's JoJo Green the rebound. Here come the Cougars again. Spencer at the top, beautiful bounce pass. The mid-range shot, in and out, no good. Morgan, a clean shot, but just can't get it to fall in the cup.
Yeah, we talked about how at times it looks like there's been a lid on the rim for Capital.
Hill yet again driving in traffic, and there is the foul, and there is the and one.
I don't think there's a better sort of description of what this game has looked like than that sequence right there. You have Capital rim out on a baseline jump shot, but then Warrensville going on the other side, finishing a tough layup, and then potential to get an and one. Those points and ability to finish with contact has really been the big difference in this game.
That ability to finish in traffic,
yeah,
and the threes. Those are the two differences right now, and rebounds. Goo gets a board down low. His shot, no good, but there is the foul. So it's extra free throws for Warrensville Heights, and the Cougars now put the Tigers in the bonus.
And this is something that it's kind of tough because sometimes it's a bit of luck. But if you're Capital and knowing that you've kind of had those struggles from the free throw line, you know, getting those rebounds off those misses could be huge. So it's definitely something that they really have to try and implement.
So 2 shots incoming here for Latrell Goo. His first, no good. So it remains 51-28. So a chance here to split the pair for Goo. And the end one, or rather the second one, is good. So that'll make it 52-28 as he does split the pair. But right now, if you're Warrensville Heights, you just want to try to settle things down a little bit more. You have a big lead. You want to keep it that way. And there it is, another big steal down low. And here comes the transition offense. It's Hester, and he will make it in heavy traffic.
That's a beautiful finish right there from Gio Hester.
He now has 6, make it 54-28. A clean drive, and there is the swat out of bounds. CJ Williams, excellent hustle.
Another element of Michi's team. One thing you can say is his teams are always going to play good defense as well as exhibit a lot of hustle.
And that's how they win so many big games. They simply out-hustle you. And that is the sign of a great team.
Yeah, I've seen it throughout this game with those double teams as well.
Harris trying to drive inside, down low, Green. His hook is clean. He has been their entire offense tonight for the most part. Back to a 24-point lead for Warrensville Heights. 2.5 to go in the third. This Tigers offense trying to have their best offensive game of the season. 90 was their last game, but they want more here. Here they come in transition. It's Capital, and Williams gets the and one. And that's a big basket.
It is, certainly. We'll see if he can finish the free throw here. But how about Green? Like you mentioned, basically the entirety of Capital's offensive scoring attack. Able to hit a nice layup there. And we'll see if they can finish here from the line.
He now has 15 points of the 32. And Nellens Bay will sub in for Warrensville Heights. I believe this is their first and one opportunity of the night as well.
Yeah.
And still with no threes.
Wow.
That's the killer.
Yeah, it certainly is.
A 27-point discrepancy from outside the arc.
You know, it wouldn't be as bad, but unfortunately for them, Warrensville decided to shoot really efficiently from behind the arc as well tonight.
If they would have missed 4 or 5 of those, once again, it's a different game.
Yeah.
The shots fell early, and that was a good basis. But another steal for the Cougars. Thomas, bounce pass down low. The bank will open. It's Kashi Morgan who now has 6.
Capital taking some elements out of.
And there's just a blatant foul on Capital. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. And that's, is that 5? Yeah.
They've been in the bonus.
So he will go to the line.
I was going to say, if they get another steal and another basket, it's timeout time potentially. BG
Yeah.
still has all 5. Capital has 2 left.
Yeah, and Capital really started to show a lot of signs defensively, taking a page out of Warrensville's book with all the steals and all the turnovers. Just unfortunately draw the foul there, and Warrensville's able to go back to the charity stripe.
First of 2 is good for Marlon Jackson at the line. The 10th unique scorer of the game for Warrensville Heights.
Wow.
Everybody's getting in on the action as he makes both. A full team effort. Pretty much everybody that has touched the floor, I kind of think everybody that has touched the floor has scored. Green, he will drive in the paint, in traffic. No good, it's too shy. And Williams gets the rebound. That would have been a big basket for the Cougars yet again. Here's the trap at the backcourts. Goose slipping it inside the key to the top. Nelmsby, well downtown. He's got it! And that's the 10th 3 of the game for Warrensville Heights. 30 points outside the arc, and they will let this one go out of bounds. It goes right back to the Tigers.
Once again, get trapped in the corner there, and when you're getting trapped in the corner of the floor like that, very difficult to lead an outlet pass to get out of the situation.
1 step forward, 2 steps back, and this one goes back the other way.
Yeah.
But that's kind of been the theme of the day for Capital. You take a step forward, you find a positive, 2 steps right back.
And I think, again, it's another testament to Michi and his squad. See, sometimes when teams have such an impressive start, they sometimes keep their foot off the pedal. But really, Warrensville, it's been a complete performance tonight.
Green, the hezzy, and the finish. Kind of surprised to see him pump down low. No contest initially, but now he has 17 of the 37. It's a 22-point lead for Warrensville Heights. Williams, his hook to the wing. Goo, an excellent pump. Back top. Williams, his 3. He's got it! The 11th 3 of the night for Warrensville Heights.
This is a 3-point shooting competition.
And here comes Capital in transition, and they will take the easy 2. But as long as the money ball is falling for Warrensville Heights, they will take it.
Really impressive.
It's now 62-39, and they might not be done. Myers driving in the lane, loose ball, hooking around, great composure, and a great finish.
Everything is just falling right now from Warrensville.
I am shocked that was not an and one as well. Williams in transition, another easy 2.
Capital scoring, but unfortunately Warrensville just isn't missing.
The defense has disappeared.
Yeah.
The defense is no longer in the room with us, it appears. 20 seconds left to go in the third. Warrensville Heights finally settling things down.
And no reason to rush this at all. Wait for the final shot for sure.
They have played so well today, they don't have to rush. Jackson trying to find some space in the wing. Nellensbay in the paint, has some options. Far side, Myers pumping. His drive inside, he will bobble it down low. Latrell Goo, and it is just too strong. And that'll do it for the third quarter as that shot is no good. And right into the band as they tried playing a song. That delayed them. 1-2, no. That'll ruin the cadence just a little bit. But through 3 quarters, it is all Warrensville Heights. 64-41 your score on SmeeSports.
Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Cozza Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.cohut@twfg.com. Cohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring.
Once again, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, Our contact information is on your screen on how you can get in touch with us to get the most out of your advertisement here on SmeeSports. We thank all of our advertisers for making tonight's telecast possible. 8 minutes left to go in regulation. 64-41 your score. Warrensville Heights on top of Capital as you are watching high school basketball on SmeeSports, presented by Ledgewood Barber Shop. All Warrensville in this one, pretty much start to finish.
Yeah, and they have all their starters in the game right now, it appears, so this could get even uglier.
Gum stripped from behind, but there is the foul. A lot of fouls have been called, especially in the second half.
For sure. And more so on Capital as well. We saw Warrensville committing most of the fouls earlier on in this game. The Capital starting to play a little more physical as the game goes on.
As well, looking forward to it at the end of the game. Make sure you stick with us after our final commercial break as we will announce our player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville. And a baby has tried to run onto the floor.
Came close there.
He wants in the action. I like it. That's the mentality of a winner right there.
12th man right there. Sixth man, yeah.
Wrong sport. This is basketball, not football. Football still coming up. Your Steelers are gone, though, on Monday.
No, we're not.
Gum handoff behind Billingsley, well downtown, and it's shy off the iron, and a strong rebound down low by Chandler. Really haven't called Juju Chandler's name all too much since the opening minutes of this contest. Williams trying to find some space on Nellums Bay. He will drive in the lane in heavy traffic, no good, and Nellums Bay takes in the rebound. He has been a do-it-all player all night.
Whoa.
Somehow no travel, far side Billingsley, wide open, strong off the iron, and there is the rebound from Harris, trying to spin out of the hit from Nellums Bay, putting that one on the ground, but able to pick it up in the end, and here comes Capital. Williams over Parker, in traffic, no good, but there is the shooting foul.
Quite the interesting sequence there. Ref looked like he missed a travel, maybe potentially a double dribble there as well. But Capital able to get to the line again, and we'll see if they can knock down these 2 free throws.
JoJo Green will be on the bench for the time being. That's a big thing to note as well now for Capital. But it's free throw time, and yet again, here comes those terrible towels.
Yeah, I guess if you wanted to say 12, I guess you could also count the band. We can kind of get around to that 12 number.
26th man at that point. First of 2 is good for Williams.
And
can we even count the band members?
I would say, yeah, I would say this environment has played a big part in this game, particularly to start off. You have Capital coming in here from a 4-hour drive, coming into this environment. I think it definitely played a role into their slow start. And really that slow start has really kind of handicapped them throughout the entire game, as Warrensville just really hasn't let off the gas since then.
Both good for Williams. I counted nearly 40 people in the band. So a lot of band members here tonight, and that has given us a great environment. And from what I've been told, tomorrow night at Alliance, we will have another pep band. So staff members, bring your AirPods.
Awesome to see.
It's loud.
And here.
It's tough on the ears, but in the end, it's worth it. I mean, even in the headphones tonight, it is still very, very loud. And that's just really a testament to this environment. Gum driving, and he will draw the foul, and they will count it. Another and one for Warrensville Heights.
That was nuts. What a finish by Jalen Gum.
He now has 6. We're going to watch it back on the replay, Gabe. I thought that was on the floor.
We'll see.
Is there enough of a shooting motion? That's my big concern. No.
No.
That was on that hop. No upward motion, no arc, but they do give it to him in the end.
And nonetheless, I mean, great finish by Gump, absorbs the contact and makes an extremely difficult shot as we've hit the almighty 6-7 number and the crowd roars.
Brain rot, man, brain rot. And right back, and that one no good. Parker fighting for the rebound in the paint, and it'll be a jump ball possession in favor of the Cougars. But 67-43 and all the way around, I think we are far from the final number for Warrensville Heights.
Absolutely. I mean, they still have starters in this game. And I like that for Michi, trying to build off of this game. Like we mentioned, they have a very tough schedule coming up. So really any chemistry from prior games is needed.
At one point, do you pull the starters, or do you?
I think at some point you do, but I think you leave them in for now.
Williams, that mid-range will fall. He has really stepped up as another scorer on this team. Billingsley in the lane, and another clean finish.
I thought there was a chance he was going to pull up and take the 3, but instead he goes to the lane and shows off the acrobatic finishing ability. What a finish there from Billingsley.
So now 69-45. Here's the drive and the floater, no good. They will get their own miss, and another chance here for Spencer and company. Top for Williams, but there is the foul on the far side. 6:04 left to go in regulation. And that is the second foul on Camden Hill. But this is a statement game for Michi Johnson and company.
It certainly is. Really it's been really impressive. I mean, if we go offensively, behind the arc have been one of the most efficient shooting high school basketball teams I've ever seen personally, as well as getting down low in the paint, having some incredible finishes, and then defensively it's been a really complete performance. Just a great performance there.
How is that not over and back?
Not sure if the refs are paying attention at the moment.
Williams driving near side, trying to find some space. Back top for Green to the wing. Williams thinking about the three, now driving on the baseline, and he will get fouled again. Once again, no threes yet today for Capital that have fallen.
Yeah, I'm still a little stunned they didn't call that over the back. I guess he's saying his foot was already behind the half-court line when he caught the ball. I don't know.
And going back to the three-point battle, a 33-0 discrepancy in favor of Warrensville Heights.
Wow, that's a stat.
11 threes to none.
That's a stat right there.
And that tells the story of this game.
Absolutely.
Green far side Williams. His three, not going to fall. And Gum will bring in the rebound. He was in foul trouble in the third quarter, but has done a nice job settling things down. Now Smee, far side. That three not going to fall. A rare miss tonight from beyond the arc for Warrensville Heights. And here comes Spencer in the offense again. 5:25 left to play. Far side, Harris. He will drive in the lane, plenty of steps, and he will throw it out of bounds, but somehow kept alive. Billingsley fighting for the loose basketball and picks it up for Warrensville Heights. Here comes Camden Hill in the offense. A wide open look. Nick Parker. It's three, number 12.
Wow. 36-0 for three-pointers.
An insane stat tonight from this offense. They have been tremendous. Williams in traffic draws the foul. Foul number 4 on Warrensville Heights, as that is our 7th combined foul in just over 3 minutes in this final frame.
And was that on Gum as well? I think that is Gum's
Just
fourth.
as we said, he's doing a lot better staying calm in the paint, too.
Yeah.
Couldn't have picked the worst time to mention it. Well, if you're Capital, you're saying, keep mentioning it.
Yeah, exactly.
But here comes a triple change for Warrensville Heights, as this is where a lot of the starters will sub out of the game.
Just a tremendous performance from all of them, really. But the standout has got to be Billingsley. I mean, from behind the arc, in the paint with his finishing ability. Just a really good performance tonight from him.
You also have to give flowers to Deshaun Williams. He has 17, matching the effort of JoJo Green. That has been their offense for the most part. Outside of that, Chandler has 2, Morgan has 6, and Spencer has 2. Tyson as well has 1. So 72-46. But those terrible towels there are not done yet. Actually, they might be. And that one is good. So Williams now with 18. And he has the team high in this one. Final 5 minutes of regulation. Jackson up the floor, picking up Goo. Goo taking his time, trying to find some space, now directing traffic. Luttrell, no more time. Finally picks up Jackson. His mid-range will fall. Even inside the arc, Warrensville Heights is just money.
Yeah, and really just a testament to the depth they have on this team.
Now 74-47. Here's the drive in the lane. A beautiful finish by Spencer. He now has 4. Make it 74-49.
Seen Spencer take the helm a little bit, taking the ball up the court. He's able to get a nice finish there for Capital.
So 4:15 left to go in regulation. And here they come again, trying to get some offense going. Out of bounds on the tip, and it will stay down here, as that one was intended for JoJo Green. And down below, there is the call to call your rides if you are a student here.
Yeah.
And that is a great sign to have that be said right now, given how this game has gone. And they will be driving home quite happy with this one.
Certainly will.
Green in the corner, trying to find some space. 4 minutes left to go in regulation. Capital, they will fall to most likely 7-2 on the year if the result holds. And Green draws the foul, and they are in the bonus.
Yeah, even though, like we mentioned, even though it was a bit of a bad loss for Capital, got to give your flowers to Green. He's had a great game today. Looks a little shaken up there. Took a kind of a hard foul there after the hard fall, sorry, on the hop step. But he has really been the engine of this Capital offense tonight.
And now I think they might be talking about this being a travel.
Said the basket was good.
Oh, okay. They're trying to say the basket was good.
Wow.
That was the least likely scenario of everything. I could have seen a travel, though, inside with the amount of steps.
I could have as well. but.
And we're still talking about it. A lot of confusion here. 3:57 on the clock. Once again, 2 more games this week. Tomorrow we are at Alliance for Alliance and Minerva boys basketball, 7 p.m. tip. Then a 12:30 p.m. tip as the time has changed on Saturday. It is Minerva West Branch girls basketball live at Minerva. So 2 good games to close out the week, leading into our flip back to quote-unquote Stark County primary basketball. We say that because during winter break, as we did last year, Cleveland's the priority. Then it flips. Doesn't mean we're not going to dabble in some Cleveland basketball, which obviously we will, but the majority of the games will be back in Stark County. First of 2 at the line is good for Green. But that is one of the unique things about us. I go to Mount Union, not really close to Warrensville Heights, so of course you have to have that balance. You go back down there. You do games down there, Alliance, Burlington, Minerva. Back up here, Padua, HN, Warrensville, Garfield, you name it. And Strongsville as well. That one good for Green. So a little bit of everything here on SmeeSports. Whatever tickles to your fancy tomorrow night or really for the rest of the season.
And, who knows down the line? We might be in Charleston. Who knows?
Wouldn't hate it. A wide open look. Jackson, his 3 is good. Triple number 13 tonight for Warrensville Heights.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's the starters, the bench players, everyone's eating behind the arc.
And Green will take the easy 2. That's kind of what has been happening. There's a 3 and then a 2 to respond. And an immediate double team. Tyson, the bank, doesn't open. And Williams, the rebound, you have to connect there.
Yeah, and you can see the frustration. It's just been one of those nights for Capitals. Some of those shots just haven't fallen.
Williams trying to create some space, now driving. A beautiful spin move in the lane. The lucky roll not going to be there. The Midas touch might be gone from Warrensville Heights, but still, this game will be theirs most likely. Spencer driving, bounce nearly out of bounds, and Tyson this time puts it away. The question is, how close can they make it? It's a 22-point game, 3 minutes on the clock. Goo, far side, another 3. It's Williams, and it's off the inside iron, no good. And Green picks up the rebound. And this is where you have to really put everything forward if you are Capital.
Yeah.
Green spinning inside, needs an outlet, nearly a travel. They don't call it. The corner 3, no good again. And Jackson brings in the rebound.
And you can tell fatigue is ticking in for Green. He's played most of this game. So we'll see how that factors in.
Another kick, another 3. This one's good. Josiah Irby knocks it down. And if my numbers are correct, that is his first career varsity baskets. He gets in on the 3-point palooza as well, as Williams will take the midi. So 80-57, Warrensville 10 points away from their season best. Irby again, the bank doesn't open. Rebound scooped up by Harris. Final 2 minutes of this game. Down low, Spencer, his shot will fall. And a timeout called by Capital as they want to talk things over. A full timeout. And the clock is running for whatever reason. Why is the clock running at 1:48? You have to reset it.
Yeah, you're going to have to. But going back to that 3-point stat, I believe it would be at what, 36-0? 39 potentially?
14-3 so far, so 42.
Oh my. Even I underestimated it a little bit. It has just been an impressive performance from Warrensville. And I would have to imagine that this has got to be like the most amount of threes that any team in NEO has made during a game.
This might be time to go into the stat book to see the record for most in a game in program history.
I'd imagine it's close. I mean, they've only scored 80, which is still a lot, but if you're making that many threes for school history, you'd imagine it'd be a little higher, but still 14 is a lot.
They scored 90 last time out against Shaw. So if this is the final score, they would be averaging 85 points in their last 2 games.
Just impressive.
After that loss to St. Ed's, something clicked. In the post-game interview, Michi said, we should have had them. And they have taken that to heart.
And, you know, sometimes it's a long season, right? So you might sometimes start off on a slow foot. But really, this is the best time to be getting hot if you're Warrensville. And that big Hoban game coming up, we'll see how they perform.
That game ended in controversial fashion last year. We watched that play.
Yeah.
Warrensville should have won that game in regulation. We all know it.
Yeah.
And I feel like they did. Obviously, the end said no, but once I saw it, I was actually at Garfield. It was Garfield Holy Name. We talked to Coach Sonny Johnson. He's like, yeah, no. Goo pumps in the corner. They thought about it. Now out wide. Jackson for 15. He's got it! The 15th triple of the night for Warrensville Heights.
Maybe that's the record right there.
My goodness, they are automatic. Final 90 seconds of regulation. The bank yet again opens for Capital. That time it's Kashi Morgan. And it's booted out of bounds and right back to the Cougars. I'll give Capital a lot of credit. Down big, they have battled hard.
They still are battling. You got to respect that.
And the fans that made the trip, they want to see heart and hustle, and they're getting that.
And, I'll say this, even if Capital had made some of their shots, that just 15 three-pointers, sometimes that's a little bit of fate, and that's just really hard to win a game against.
And when you have made none.
Yeah.
And 5 seconds, it goes the other way. I think Warrensville, they want to get above 90.
I think maybe they heard our conversation, or like, let's get to 16 or 17. No pun intended.
Was there intent behind that one?
No.
I don't know about that one. Loose ball and poked out of bounds. It will stay with Warrensville, but I like that effort from Zane Lewis, the senior. Once again, people might call this garbage time, but this is playmaker time and extra game time.
Absolutely.
This is where you earn those extra meaningful reps. And both teams have to understand that. And you have a guy like Goo, who is one of those great players, a glue guy, no pun intended, for this team. Down low, the shot will fall. Another great finish. This time, Aiden Moses. I think the 12th unique scorer tonight for Warrensville. Wow. Numbers 0 through 22 have all scored. Morgan driving the bank, no good, but the finish is there from Scotts. So 85-63, and Warrensville Heights is back off to the races. Irby, the crossover, his mid-range will not fall, but he draws the contact and the foul.
Really close to a travel there, but he's able to get the shot off and get to the free throw line. When we talked about Capital's effort, rest be assured that Michi will be evaluating this as well and criticizing Warrensville if needed. Even though it's a blowout game, still showing that effort is very important.
But every player has scored that has checked in. Wow. Howard, he didn't play. Jolly, he didn't play.
Wow.
That's impressive. First of two is good at the line for Josiah Irby. Once again, at least according to the stats that we had through 7 games, no points yet. And now he has 4. So 86-63. And the second one is good. So you are 3 points away from back-to-back 90 balls if you are Warrensville Heights. Capital, they want some last-second points here. Morgan, 35 seconds on the clock in regulation. Warrensville Heights increasing their record to 5-4. Capital falling to 7-2. Down low the bank, not going to open. Rebound Goo, and here they come up the floor. Williams, he will arc around, and he might try to dribble this one out. Moses, he will drive in the lane. He gets tripped up, loose ball, and it's out of bounds off of Capital. So I think Warrensville wants to find one more shot.
And I think they're going to be forced to as well. Capital's still playing very aggressive defense late into this game.
And, of course, you want back-to-back 90 balls.
Yeah.
On the inbound, the drive here, Moses, loose ball, pivoting around. And this one will fling right back to Capital. Here they come. Final 7 seconds. Scott will lay it in. He now has 4. Warrensville Heights, one final inbound, and they will try to dribble this one out, and that will do it. Your final score tonight at Warrensville Heights is the Tigers 87, Capital 65. Warrensville now 5-4 on the year. A dominant performance from them all the way around. The 3-ball, that was their key, making 15 threes to Capital's 0. A 45-0 discrepancy outside the arc, and that was your difference tonight.
Yeah, I mean, seriously impressive. One of the most impressive performances I've seen offensively. But to go with that defensively, particularly, I think the way they started out this game with that full court press, with those double teams, really set the momentum for the rest of this game and made it very difficult for Capital to catch momentum.
And Warrensville, they are celebrating off screen right now. They are loving this one. This has been a great game for them, a great game all the way around. They wanted this win. They wanted the smoke, and they get it in the end. 87-65 your final. We will wrap things up and announce our player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville when we return, as you are watching high school basketball on SmeeSports presented by Ledgeville Barbershop.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3888 3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Cozza Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.cohut@twfg.com. Cohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring.
Well, welcome back to Warrensville Heights High School, 87-65 your final. A big win for the Tigers as they take out Capital. Your player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville. The man who got the three-point palooza going, Jalen Billingsley, a team-high 19 points. Walk us through his impact in this one, Gabe.
I mean, it was just incredible from the start to the finish. His three-point ability we saw last year was definitely going to be a threat to this Capital defense, and it sure was in this game. He knocked down threes from the start to the finish. And if you look at his finishing ability as well, had some really nice finishes down in the paint. And then defensively as well, showing effort on the defensive side of the ball. This is one of the more complete performances you'll see from a basketball player. Just a great game from Jalen Billingsley. Definitely rewarding of the honor.
And going through the rest of the scorers on this team, we'll count them off. Hester 1, Williams 2, Hill 3, Billingsley 4, Nellensby 5, Gum 6, Goose 7, Parker 8, Myers 9, Moses 10, Jackson 11, Irby 12. All 12 guys who played today for Warrensville Heights scored, and that's big. And beyond that, before you talk about that, everybody scored from the field.
Absolutely, and in some of these games, when you get on in the season, depth matters. And Warrensville showed tonight that they have great depth that can compete against anyone, against a team that was top 10 for the entire state of West Virginia in basketball.
And the big storyline, 15 threes to none. How did they get that done? As it looked like early on in this game, it was going to be a special night for them, and indeed it was.
Yeah, I mean, Warrensville just had it going throughout the entire night. And then as for Capital, I don't know. I mean, they really didn't get any deep shots to start the game. And then it kind of just snowballed from there.
Looking at the next couple of games for Warrensville Heights, Hoban, Maple, Fairmont, AOA, Bedford, some winnable games in there, but some tests. But I think if you win this way tonight, you have a great shot against those teams. If you don't win this way tonight, it would be a tough game on Tuesday at Hoban. Guaranteed.
Absolutely. Just a great way to build momentum going on to a tough schedule.
And the big critique that we had for this Warrensville Heights team after the game against Lutheran East, they played as individuals, not a team. Tonight, all 12 guys scored from the field. That was a great team effort. As for Capital losing 87-65, they had the two highest scorers tonight. JoJo Green had 24, Williams had 20, all in the paint. Talk about them as they are the two offensive focal points, and they doubled their season average tonight.
Yeah, I'll definitely give Green a shout out. In a poor performance from Capital offensively, he was a really bright spot for them offensively, really showing why he was a star of the team, as well as one of the better players in West Virginia. And he probably should have scored a lot more, couldn't finish some difficult shots. But overall for Capital, just a rough performance. But I think if they can start to get the three-point shots going, and overall just start making some of their shots, because there were times during this game where they showed some prowess defensively, just really unfortunately out of their control. Warrensville had one of the best shooting nights in probably program history.
And looking at the rest of the scores for Capital, Scott had 4, Chandler had 2, Morgan had 8, Spencer had 6, and Tyson had 3. It was a tough night for them, but if anybody can get them back on track, it is the 2005 Player of the Year in West Virginia, the Evan Awards winner, Cookie Miller, back at his alma mater. He can get the job done. 4-17 last year, you're still 7-2. You're nearly doubling your win tally from a season ago, and it's the middle of January.
Absolutely, and I think this is going to be one of the more difficult tests of the entire season. To go on the road, play a team like this in this environment is tough for anyone, and especially when they're shooting this well. They saw what playing against the top competitors like, and I think they're going to be able to adjust and continue to build and hopefully start some momentum as the season goes on.
Next 5 games: Beechcroft, Huntington Prep, George Washington Expression Prep, and South Charleston. The big one's Tuesday, Huntington Prep.
Yeah, that's definitely an elite boarding school. That's going to be a tough game for them. But honestly, I don't think, I mean, this is one of the best shooting performances I've ever seen. It's going to be hard for any team to replicate this, so I think going up against that good competition is going to build a lot of discipline and overall translate to better basketball for Capital.
A great win tonight for Warrensville Heights. Now 5-4 on the year. Capital back to the drawing board. To stay up today on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and TikTok, SmeeFest 2024 on Twitter, and SmeeSports LLC on Facebook and LinkedIn. As well, go down below and subscribe. While there is no added cost, it greatly helps out all that we do here at SmeeSports. As well, if you want to become a broadcast sponsor, information is on your screen on how you can do so. We can use support, whether it be in our Cleveland coverage or our Stark County coverage, as we cover the best of these teams. The next 2 nights, it is Stark County doubled up tomorrow. Alliance Minerva boys basketball at 7 on Saturday afternoon at 12:30. It is Minerva West Branch girls basketball, and then I'll round out the week. Some exciting games coming up, so make sure you stick with us on social media and here on YouTube, as our goal is to reach 6,000 subscribers by June 30th, 2026. A lot of great games coming up for it, so hopefully we can get to our goal. Gabe, thank you for joining us tonight. I know you've been very busy all the way over break. Glad to get you one more time before you head off to Cincy again.
Yeah, of course. It's always fun calling games, and especially in Warrensville. It's just, it always feels like there's a great performance to commentate on.
Hopefully we'll see you in baseball season, and hopefully we'll be back here for some more Summer League basketball. We saw some of these guys break out in the Summer League this year, and they did not disappoint tonight.
Absolutely. We saw Billingsley last year during Summer League, and definitely showed some of that going into this season.
But for all of us here at SmeeSports, he's been Gabe Cozza. I am Nathan Smee. Warrensville Heights, they wanted the smoke, and the smoke turns into a Tigers bonfire. 87-65 your final. This has been high school basketball on SmeeSports, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you again next time.